What's up, guys? So it's been almost a year since I picked up my Tesla Model 3 long range, and this car has been fantastic. And I've almost put 20,000 miles on this car. Right now, I'm sitting at 19,934 miles. So I picked this thing up back on April 4th, I believe, 2021, and we're now sitting in the middle of March 2022, and I have almost 20,000 miles on the car. So I wanted to make this video going through sort of all of the costs I have incurred with the Tesla Model 3 in my first year of ownership and putting almost 20,000 miles on the car. So most of those miles have been on the highway, driving back and forth to work and going on some short trips here and there. So overall, it's mainly been highway mileage. So to start off, and just to put it out there, with any car, not just electric cars, but any car, you are supposed to do tire maintenance on most vehicles, and that mainly requires just rotating the tires around the vehicle so you can sort of balance out the wear and tear on the tire. That way your tires last longer and you won't need to replace them as often. It'll also prevent some vibrations in the car as well. I've not experienced any of that. I have not had really any vibrations with this vehicle. For the most part, with the highway miles, there's not that much uneven wear and tear on the tires anyway. So I haven't done any tire rotations on this car within the 20,000 miles. I probably should have at around 10,000, most likely at around 7,000, but for the time being, the car drives perfect. Steering is impeccable. Everything like that is in tip-top shape. So I haven't done anything with the tires so far. So tires haven't been touched. Brakes haven't been touched in 20,000 miles. The only thing to really do with those is every 2 years replace the brake fluid, but I haven't had to do that yet. We are only in the first year. So the main costs with this car have really been the charging itself. When it comes to overall warranty issues, things like that, the only thing I've really experienced with this car is with the charger. So the portable charger that came with the car, the one that you can either plug into a 110 or whatever outlet that you have, mine actually went bad. So once I switched over to my 220-volt outlet, that charger, for whatever reason, would overheat constantly. So I'd plug it in, I'd be charging at like 30 miles an hour, and all of a sudden it would cut out. So it would just get too hot. The charging would then get limited, and I'd wake up in the morning and my car would not be charged at all. So Tesla replaced that, of course, under the warranty for free. So I was able to get a brand new charger. It works perfectly now, and the warranty process was honestly super simple. Their service team came out to my house during, of course, the pandemic. They have full mobile service, so they came out to the house, they checked out the charger, and they were able to just replace it on the spot. So that was super, super convenient and super easy. And besides that, I've had zero issues with the car, no warranty complaints, nothing like that. Overall, this car has been perfect for the first 20,000 miles of its life in the first year. The only real cost has been electricity, so the charging itself. So I have, as you guys know, 19,934 miles on this car, and at an average of 284 watt hours per mile, I have charged or used 5,655 kilowatt hours when it comes to charging capacity, battery capacity for this vehicle. So Tesla Model 3 has a 75 kilowatt hour battery. I drive around 150-ish miles per day, and overall that uses around 45 kilowatt hours per day. So over the course of the year, I have used 5,655 kilowatt hours. And depending on where you live, kilowatt hour charging, kilowatt hour cost may be slightly different, but for me, it's around 10 cents a kilowatt hour. Depending on the time of year, it might be 8 cents, it might be 12 cents, but overall, averaged out, it's around 10 cents a kilowatt hour. So if you were to look at that 5,655 kilowatt hours, we're looking at around $565. So honestly, really, really cheap to charge this car. And that's the main purpose of a Tesla, is the overall cost of ownership, the maintenance costs, everything like that. I mean, if you did have something catastrophic go wrong with the car and you are outside of warranty and you needed a battery replacement or a motor replacement, those are going to be extremely costly. But in the early years of ownership, you're not too worried. The warranty covers you on the powertrain until like 150,000 miles. And overall, the car has treated me really, really well. I do know that there are owners out there who have experienced more issues than I have, but so far, so good. Crossing my fingers that I don't have any issues. But I haven't actually spent $565 charging this car. 2,000 or so miles I have charged using the supercharging network. And those have all been free miles that I have gotten from you guys using my referral code. So if you are looking to buy a Tesla, definitely use my referral code in the description below. You will get, of course, 1,000 free supercharging miles. I will as well. And the referral bonus is honestly what brings a lot of the Tesla community together. It allows you to get some free charging, me to get some free charging, and it just overall makes the cost of ownership even less. If you're getting those 1,000 free supercharging miles, it is honestly really, really nice. With those 2,000 free miles, it's around 450-ish kilowatt hours, so around $50 worth of charging if I were to do it at my house versus doing it at the supercharger and using those free supercharging miles. So overall, it's been around $500 to charge this car. If we were to compare against gasoline, a typical car is probably around a 12 or 13 gallon gas tank. Let's go 12 gallons, and it'll maybe get 400 miles on a tank. So for 20,000 miles, 400 miles on a tank, you're looking at filling up your tank around 50 or so times a year. So overall, 50 times filling it up at 12 gallons per fill, you're looking at around 600 gallons and around an average of, let's say, $3 a gallon. You're looking at $1,800 if you were to fill your typical gasoline car up for 20,000 miles versus the $500 that it costs us to charge our Tesla Model 3. So overall, besides charging and that one warranty claim for the charger itself, the only other cost that I've had with this car is $50 to get another set of windshield wipers directly from Tesla. Honestly, not a bad deal. $25 per blade. You have some other options, but I just figured it'd be easier to just get the OEM wiper blade. So overall, the cost of ownership so far, outside of just the cost of the vehicle itself, has been around $600 for charging and some windshield wipers. Overall, can't complain whatsoever. The first 20,000 miles have treated me really well. The car still looks great, still functions great, performs great. Still get around 275 miles to a charge at 90% capacity of the battery. I do have the 19-inch rims on this car, so it does decrease the range of the Tesla Model 3 long range from around 320 miles to 300 miles on a full charge. So if I were to charge it up, I'd still get around that 300 miles of charge. So no real battery degradation over the first year and over the first 20,000 miles of this car's life. So overall, super, super happy with my Tesla Model 3 so far. If you own a Tesla Model 3, you've already been through your first year of ownership or you're in it right now, how has it been so far for you? I'd love to know, so definitely leave it in the comments below. If you liked the video, if you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments about owning a Tesla Model 3 or buying one, definitely leave those in the comments as well. And if you haven't already, definitely get subscribed to the channel and turn on post notifications so you can stay up to date on all my latest videos. And I hope to see you guys in the next one.